Well done, team. Krakow are now definitely out of the picture. Despite setbacks, the last mission was a success. The data we acquired on both Krakow and Nanosoft is damning. It seems Nanosoft have developed a way of cracking military Cortex chips. As you know, these chips save out the user's brain map when they die. Nanosoft haven't yet been able to replicate this information, but they found a way to hardwire the chips into machinery. With the aid of a personality suppressant program, these stored skills and abilities are being used to drive Krakow's automated weapon systems. Which means... yeah, they've been using our own pilots against us. Why the two corporations fell out, we don't know, but it was a lucky break for us that they did. Nanosoft have kept quiet about the attack on our troops. They obviously know the extent of the information we have on them and are gonna take action. We've only got a limited amount of time. We've got to plan our offensive fast before Nanosoft can launch theirs. We've already witnessed some of Nanosoft's military capability, so we can safely assume that they have access to the same weaponry as Krakow. To make matters worse, the data dump contained references to some sort of super weapon. Unfortunately, the nature and location of this weapon were not retrieved. I couldn't alert Earth authorities until Krakow were out of the picture. Nanosoft would have definitely intercepted the transmission and jumped on us. Unfortunately, Callisto has now entered Jupiter's shadow, and that means we have to hold out for nearly 16 more days before we can even send for help. I won't lie to you, the next few weeks are gonna be tough, so keep it tight, people. Mission briefings are at 0400 hours tomorrow. Good luck out there. Dismissed.
Nanosoft's big offensive had faltered. They'd given it their best shot and we'd held them. Just one more big push. Yeah. Where had I heard that one before? The missions were getting hotter, and we were all shaky from lack of sleep. I don't know what drove the other pilots, but for me it was cold rage. The thought of those butchers killing Elaine for her pilot skills had kept me going through the past few weeks. I still wasn't happy about Horton's assignment here. He'd claimed it was a last-minute change of orders. His old friend at the ministry had promised him Mars, but had died in an unexplained flyer accident days before he should have stamped the paperwork. It felt like Nanosoft's work, but why the hell did they want him here? He had to be their worst problem. His military mind was going to be their downfall. For the others, the main worry was Nanosoft's super weapon. We still had no idea what it was, or when it would be unleashed.
You're doing well, people. I know it's been tough, but we're starting to turn the tide. Nanosoft are still putting up a hell of a fight, but we've now pushed their forces back to their corporate dome. Our first objective is to set up a forward base, as close to Nanosoft's dome as possible. Using this position to reduce mission times, you'll fly multiple sorties to recapture the GP precinct inside the dome. Once this position is secured, the next objective will be to take out all of Nanosoft's communications. When these go down, their forces will be in a state of confusion, hopefully even panic. That's when we'll make our big push. Some of you will be using the new XAG-90 Venom on these missions. This bird is the wrath of God in the right hands, but remember, all the bugs haven't been ironed out yet, so don't get cocky out there. Nanosoft may be on the defensive, but they're certainly not beaten yet. Mission briefings are tomorrow at 0400 hours. Good luck out there. Dismissed.
Reese met me as I landed. Speak, the internal affairs investigator, was with her. I figured something must be wrong. Turned out Horton had been blown away. Inside, Reese showed me the security camera video. I choked as I watched the security pictures. It was Ricardo. My old wingman had planted the virus that finished Elaine, Tachikawa, and the rest. And now Horton was gone too. I wanted to grease that creep right then and there, but the recording was hours old. Ricardo had hauled his stinking carcass back to Nanosoft with Horton's Cortex chip. So much for Horton's keen military mind being Nanosoft's downfall. Now they had all his military skills to draw upon. With Horton dead, Speak was taking over. I hoped she was up to it.